Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Friends Like Us Review and Preview with Marina Franklin and
Evelyn Frick.
yay! So we're here on a Saturday on a very nice day where we should actually be outside and enjoying the weather, but we're here for you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know some of you will watch this later and some of you aren't even here yet. Right? But, we'd love to do this. Things are slowly opening. And
Yeah.
so I think the way people will watch and interact with virtual will be different moving forward
Yeah.
after the vaccine has hit everyone's arm.
Yeah. Definitely.
Have you been vaccinated yet, Evelyn?
Not yet. I'm getting vaccinated on March 18th, the day of of your virtual show.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was like the only day that could work, but it's good. My two parents are getting vaccinated and I am as well. Which is really exciting. It's mostly just like relief that my parents are able to get it. But yeah, so in preparation for that, I'm going to be, I've been told that sometimes people get drowsy from the vaccine. So in the days leading up, I'm just going to be drinking a lot of fluids, taking a lot of vitamin C. Yeah, so I think I might be able to talk about it on the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which one are you getting?
I have no idea. Well, it'll be a surprise. I'm pretty sure it'll either be Moderna or Pfizer because I don't think Pennsylvania, where I am, has received any of the Johnson & Johnson yet, but we'll see. Which one did you get?
Look, I still have the cough, and that's sad.
Yeah.
It's not going away.
Yeah.
I got the Pfizer.
Oh, okay.
Which is the one that is apparently, excuse me, everyone wants.
Yeah.
Apparently they were high-fiving about, the Pfizer people were high-fiving because Pfizer helps preventing it from being transmitted. I don't know how much.
Oh, okay.
But they're learning as they go with each vaccine. But I guess the first shot is 65%, and then the second shot makes you 95%.
Wow.
With Pfizer.
That's great.
Which is funny because I've been running around like the first shot's like 95%. But I get the second shot the day before our show.
Oh, wow.
So we will both.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
It'll be like an experiment.
Yeah, truly. People can see the after effects of the vaccine in real time.
In real time, because I'm going to be on the second shot, which they're saying that the effects happen on the second shot, not the first one. But it depends.
Okay. Yeah. I think it depends just everyone, because like person to person, because there aren't like studies on it really.
Hi, Franklin Sloan. Hi, Nino. I don't have my glasses on. Sorry.
Yeah, Nino.
Like I was trying to be cool. Hi, Nino, and hi, Franklin Sloan. Are you guys vaccinated? I want to say hi, vaccinated people. Yeah. I know that we have international people watching us, so it's different.
Yeah.
In other places, and I empathize with Italy now. They closed down.
Oh, they did? Wow. Yeah, I used to be like so interested in like seeing what was happening in like other countries with COVID, and I still am. It just like the winter was so bad, I could only really focus on what was going on in the US.
I know the winter was dreadful.
Yeah.
Did you get out this week?
Yeah, I did. It's been lovely. I think the weather's been relatively the same between Pennsylvania and New York. So yeah, lots of walks, taking my dog on longer walks than we have. And yeah, I have a backyard, so I just went and did some like yoga outside, which it's just really nice, and also really nice to see the sun, being out later. It just the combination of all the, it being light and getting warmer is definitely improving my mood and making me more hopeful about, the next coming months.
Yeah, right. Like, I'm going for a walk after this with Vaughn DiCarlo.
Oh, yeah.
And she wanted to go walking before, and I said, well, I think I'll be rushing before doing this live. And then she said, oh, you know what? I keep thinking it's going to get dark at 4:30.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? I told her, I said, I will. She goes, do you remember that? And I said, do I remember it? Like, I will never forget it, because I have never really paid attention to when the sun went down.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's 4:30.
I know.
What's up with this? And I remember Bush Jr., saying that he wanted to change the clock, turning back. And I think the clock is turning forward this weekend or something. Or
soon.
Saving light, whatever. Yeah. Well, we could have saved some light during this pandemic, because my God, when that sun went down at 4:30, I was so sad.
Yeah.
I was like, no. Yeah. I mean, because as a woman, there's also like just a certain number of things you can actually do. Like, because you're worried about like rape. Yeah. And like, it's dark and it's a pandemic and people are crazy outside at dark time.
I know.
But now it's, I think it goes down at like 6-ish, 6 something.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me. Yeah, which is like, gives you like a great amount of time to do work during the day and then actually be able to spend some time outside, and also spend time outside and feel like safe relatively doing it, because, things are slowly starting to get better.
I really felt like a farmer in a sense. You know what I mean? Because it was like you're trying to like monetize your day with the light.
Yeah, get up really early.
So that you get a good day in.
Yeah.
I will say, let's do some shout outs to People Talk. So Justin Swift has had the 2 shots.
Oh, nice.
Both shots. Congratulations, Justin Swift. The Moderna brand. Nino is in Italy, or in Milan, I'm sorry.
I think that's Italy.
Yes. I just was like, don't say the wrong thing, Marina. But in Milan. So how are you doing, Nino? Is it lockdown again? Chris Ford, I've never seen you here. Happy Saturday, Chris Ford.
Hello.
And we do this every Saturday. We go live to talk about the podcast, Friends Like Us podcast, and it streams on all platforms, but apparently only on YouTube can you actually talk to us. It's not working on Facebook. So if you're talking to us right now on Facebook and you're wondering why we're not replying to you, that's why.
Yeah, hop on YouTube. We'd love to chat with you.
And we haven't really figured it out, and neither has this platform that we're on. Yeah. Venus Boys says, we got snow in Vegas, which isn't real snow, but still. Oh, ooh.
That's not great.
Mark says, hi back.
Oh.
Mark Farrell. Wait, did I just say I've never? Yeah, okay. I'm like on drugs, so you have to excuse me. I'm on so much of my cold medicine. Little update about my cold and my cough for those of you that are just joining us.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, wait, that's a comment from Facebook.
Oh, wow!
What a special day.
Oh, my God! That feels so awesome.
Yeah, that's really exciting.
This is like the sun is out longer and we get comments from Facebook.
Yeah, things are getting better.
Oh, gosh. Marina, I may have missed it, but you have an upcoming special. Yeah, because it's not upcoming. So you did miss it. It's out there right now, Thomas. And I'm so glad you're talking to us on Facebook. You're the first in a long time that's been able to get through. So congratulations. Yeah. My special, Single Black Female, is and always will be available on Amazon Prime. And you could go to the link tree in the description below. The link tree has a link to my special, and all the different links are also on my website, Marina Franklin. I don't know what is this I'm doing. MarinaFranklin.com. You can see all the different. I'm having a hot flash because I haven't had a hot flash right in a long time.
Oh yeah.
Do you know why I'm having a hot flash?
No, why?
I stopped taking the tea.
Oh.
I take this herbal tea that controls my hot flashes,
Yeah.
but I have tea now for this cough.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just gonna be sweating.
Oh man.
But yes, but also you could check out Hysterical is maybe what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
He may be talking about Hysterical, which is a documentary about all the women in the comedy community.
Yeah.
And just it's great. It documents like our journey. We talk about what it's like to be, how the future of comedy is female, and
Yeah.
it's great. It's a really fun documentary, and I talk about some real stuff. I get real in it. I journal sort of my treatment when going through breast cancer.
Wow.
So yeah, and it's about me like putting some of the material that's there is new.
Wow.
It's not on the Single Black Female, which is on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Okay, look at this. Hot 10. This is my favorite live show. I missed my vaccine shot to watch you. Oh, really? Did you? Oh my God, Hot Tim, how are you? That's one. Thank you.
Yeah.
Where are you located that you would miss your vaccine shot for our live show?
Yeah.
Tell
us more.
Yeah, and also like don't do that ever again. People can't get appointments, so you need to get the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
Now you said Moderna, right, Evelyn?
Oh, I'm not sure. We'll see.
You don't know? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I actually, it's funny. I looked up. I'm getting it at a Rite Aid, and I was looking at the FAQ before preparing for it, and one of the questions was like, "Can I request which kind of shot that I get?" Because I guess a lot of people have been asking that, and the response was, "No, you will get what you get."
Oh, wow. So they don't. Okay.
Yeah.
You used to. Oh.
Yeah.
That's to prevent everyone from being like that.
Yeah, to be like, can I get the Pfizer?
It's not like a plane and getting like, can I get the window seat or the aisle? No, you got to get what you get. One thing you don't want to get is AstraZeneca, apparently.
Oh, yeah. I saw something in the news about that recently.
That one's not doing. I mean, they're trying to defend it, but.
Yeah.
That's not a pretty face I just made. Let's see here. So I want to say this. Thank you, Chris, we lost a good friend, Erica Watson. Great friend.
Yeah.
Great friend and great comedian, great talent, and just lovely person to have on the podcast. We had her on recently, actually.
Yeah.
And we're very sad to lose someone that is just that kind, that beautiful spirit. And my prayers go to her family. This must be this is the hardest time.
Yeah.
It's almost covering your face.
No worries.
This is the hardest time to lose friends, family, because you don't get to really say goodbye, in front of them, and you don't get to, with family, you don't get to hug them, and you don't get to show them the support in a real way. And so, it's hard because I've actually been trying to slowly think about how I can honor Erica, and it's been taking me some time. It takes me a minute because I always think of the family first, and I don't want to do anything without the family. But there is a page where you could donate to her. There's a couple of pages. I could put that link in the bio here later.
Oh yeah.
Donate to her fund or her family.
I can at some point share that on social media too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just want to make sure, because it took me a while to get that information, but I think that's, the best way is to show the family support in any way you can.
Absolutely.
That's why with the opening of things, I'm not so like everyone's like, oh, the light is at the end of the tunnel. And I'm like, relax with that a little bit. I
Yeah,
mean, I've said it, but we have to take a moment to really think about, what just happened. And
yeah, absolutely.
the conversations that I've had in the past week with people is like, I've lost someone. Yeah, I've lost someone too. And, and how many people you've lost,
Yeah,
or how many friends who've lost someone. The reopening needs to be respectful. I feel.
absolutely.
I know we've all taken a year off and thought about it, but not really. So I feel like the opening needs to just be respectful.
Absolutely, because I think like people talk about things, going back to normal, and like at some point, things will be more open and it will feel more safe. But in my opinion, like I don't like we've 500,000 Americans have died. Like I don't think there's any possible way to really go back to normal, or for people who have lost loved ones. Like there's definitely no going back to normal. So I definitely agree with you. I think the reopening definitely needs to be more mindful of those that we've lost.
Yeah. I say practice the word no too in April.
Yeah.
I think no is going to be a good word for April.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people want, or I don't know about you, but I'm getting these texts to like, come, I'm exaggerating right now, but come to my barbecue.
Oh my God.
I'm exaggerating, but
Yeah.
it's kind of like that. It's like, hey, let's like chill out.
Yeah.
No,
Just give it a second.
No. I need a second. Let's see here. Justin Swift says, I worked direct here in Illinois, and I'm grateful to have had it done. Looking forward to the next show. Thank you, Justin. Yes, if you're just joining us, March 18th is my next, probably my last virtual comedy show. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I keep doing it? It's a great way to work on material, and it's in my kitchen, and it's real easy.
Yeah.
And it's only $5.
Yeah.
And Evelyn's there.
Yeah, I'm there. And we always have great comics there, too. This time we have Suba Agarwal, who is fantastic, and Eric Bronstein again.
Eric Bronstein, yes. Yeah. And Suba Agarwal, who's been on the podcast several times. I can't keep up with the comments now that we have Facebook here.
I know.
I just want you all to know on Facebook that this has never happened where we can reply and see your comments. This is like the very first time. So my cousin Andre Coleman is here. Wow. Look at this, Andre. Your comment is going up on my stream. Just jumped off Facebook. Oh, vexed twice, going on 2 weeks from last injection. Wait, vexed twice?
Vaxxed, maybe.
Oh, vaxxed twice, going 2 weeks. Oh, how you feeling, cuz? How was the second shot? If you're still here, if you're still on here, let us know how that second shot felt. Everyone wants to know about the symptoms.
Yeah.
And Eric Prince, DJ Eric Prince, house music all night long. Which is, I don't know why I said that. I've always hated that. People do that to me because I'm a real house head. But DJ Eric Prince, if you don't know him, follow him. He's an amazing DJ. He's DJ several of my parties at the Comedy Cellar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
check him out. He has a ticket to the show.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Look how excited I was. Thank you, Eric. Woo, 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 woo. Chris Fort. Okay. We saw you at Caroline's a couple of years ago. Marina, you were great as usual. Thank you, Chris Fort. Thank you. I do miss stand-up live, so I can't wait to do it again live. The Comedy Cellar is opening up.
Wow.
So things are getting crazy busy. Yeah. Our live stream, we may have to change the times that we do it, but we're going to try to keep this going.
Yeah.
Because I think some of you aren't in New York City, and I think it's fun to engage with you. Just so you know, the reason we do this, by the way, and I should say this now since it is 3:05. We do this every Saturday. We may change the time on Saturday just because it's beautiful out, and I need vitamin D. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't. I'm here a little inside story. I have a lot of vitamin D in my blood right now.
Really?
I'm like over the amount.
Oh, wow. How?
Well, I take supplements,
Oh, okay.
but I didn't think they were doing that great of a
Wait.
job.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get any sun.
Yeah, that's so weird.
But yeah. So, yeah, but we do need to get outside, and want Evelyn to enjoy her Saturdays with her girlfriend. She's got a girlfriend. She's got a
Yeah.
girlfriend. And so I want her to enjoy her day. So we may do earlier on Saturdays, but we'll let you know. But we do this to talk about the podcast.
Yeah.
Friends like us.
Yeah.
A review and a preview to let you know, listen to us, give us your comments. Right, Evelyn?
Yes, absolutely. We definitely want to hear from you. We want to know what you think of the podcast. We love getting response and comments, so please do. It's always so exciting to hear when people really enjoy the show.
Yeah, and we have like merch. That's what we're wearing right now. We're wearing.
Yeah.
Evelyn has on the t-shirt, and I have on a hoodie.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's going to get warmer, but everyone still needs a hoodie.
Absolutely.
And we're on Patreon, where you could support us like monthly.
Yeah.
Donate to the podcast. We do a lot of free content. This is free right here, but if you want to, I feel like a preacher now. Like I'm like sending the offering around. Put some money in that offering. And go to Patreon / friends like us and support us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at DJ Eric Prince. He got his ticket.
Yeah.
Ted Chambers. Okay, so this is the question. Are your cold symptoms from the vaccine or a separate bug that you've come across? This cold symptoms is allergies from dust, but we don't really know. I had this before the vaccine. I've had it since January.
Yeah.
I've had this cough. It's not as bad though. You could tell, right?
Oh yeah, it's definitely improved.
Yeah, I'm like improving. Like I'll cough every now and then because it's just still in my chest,
Yeah.
But I'm on a lot of drugs right now, but it has nothing to do with the vaccine. The vaccine didn't affect it, didn't change it. And I talked to my uncle, who's a doctor, who said you should still get the vaccine even though you have that cough.
Yeah.
Because and you trust me, I'm so glad he said that because it's so hard to get an appointment.
Oh yeah.
All right. Tony McGuire, have you covered the Prince Harry issues yet? Oh, we haven't talked about it on the podcast yet, but we will talk about it because we're 1 week, since COVID hit and all this, the podcast is 1 week sort of, we do evergreen topics more so. We try to do trending topics too, but our trending topics are like a little bit behind because we have to produce a little differently during this time to keep things up. But I will say that we will be talking about it on Monday.
Yeah.
Who do we have on that show on Monday?
We have Liz Meow.
Mealy. I think it's Mealy. Yeah, Liz Mealy.
Liz Mealy. And Jackie Fabulous. And then who is...
Christina Greer.
Yeah, Christina Greer.
Professor Christina Greer, who's a regular on the podcast. So we're probably going to go in about the Harrian thing, but we want to, talk about it because we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, we could talk about it right now.
Yeah,
but thanks for that question. What do you think, Tony? And where are you?
Yeah.
Oh, Mark Farrell has his ticket purchased.
Oh,
thank you, Mark Farrell. Oh, God. Always nice to see you too, Howard Lee. Let's see. I hear you, but what about the Netherlands and Australia? The Australia Open stands were packed. Open stands were packed?
Oh, I think for like the tennis, the Australian Open.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. We shall see.
Yeah.
That's what my uncle said. It's kind of like we'll see.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I mean, I think, I don't know about the Netherlands, but I think Australia generally did a better job of containing it in the first place. So I don't know what the spread is like there now. But over the summer, when we had Hannah Gadsby on the show, she said that they had locked down things for a little bit. But over the summer, they're actually starting to open up because the cases were getting lower. So I don't know.
Let's see. So there's a lot of comments. I'm going to try to get to
No.
everyone. I'm not used to this much. We usually just have like a couple of our regulars. I want to shout out here while I have the time, because a couple of our regulars on YouTube. I want to say a really thank you, like Franklin Sloan,
Yeah.
Mara, Nina, right?
Yeah.
Nino, or
Um,
Nino's a regular.
yeah.
Mr. is not here yet.
Fly Society isn't here, but he's usually here.
So thank you guys for always joining us. I know I'm missing someone. Venus Boys is always here too, so thank you. Let's see. So this is what I love. Venus said, yes, I'm telling my dad no a lot. Not yet.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put no on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Because the number of texts that I got about doing things was like, do you want to do this? Let's go here. Let's do this. It's like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely jarring. At least it has been for me, when like your sense of like wanting to stay in like doesn't quite align with like friends or family. Because it's like you can only tell them so many times, like, no, not yet. It's not safe yet.
Wow, they've updated their melon so we can see exactly the number of people watching. It's a lot.
Oh, that's cool.
This is the most we've ever had. We're really excited. Can you tell? So, yeah, the comedy show, as far as like my background and making it a stage, I saw that comment about Marina, do more comedy as often as possible, change your background so it looks like you're on stage. Howard Lee, no. Let's keep it real, man. Let's like, if I'm performing in my kitchen, you gonna get my kitchen, son. You gonna get my kitchen.
Yeah.
Now, if you see me live, you're gonna get like an actual comedy club.
Yeah.
No, I think I like that idea.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's fun to keep things different, and I think the energy of the show is really cool and fun because it's in your kitchen.
Yeah, I can like make tea during the show. I can eat during the show if I want. I could go to the bathroom. Bathroom's like not that far away. I mean, you don't get to see it, but still. Look at all that comedy I lose if I just put a brick wall behind me.
Yeah, very true.
Look at that compliment I put up.
Thank you, Justin. I appreciate it.
Right underneath you. Yes.
Thank you.
Killed it last time. Yes.
Yeah.
So Franklin said, yes, please keep the virtual shows going. Okay.
Yeah, I've got a few comments like that, I think.
Oh, really? Because I was always curious about that. Like, I feel like since things are opening up, like people may not want to see the virtual shows anymore. But I guess I'm wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's interesting, just like from sending out ticket information and stuff. It seems like we do have like a few people who are viewing from New York, but I'd say the majority of people are from, kind of everywhere.
Oh, Mike Decote says, love the kitchen. So we're keeping that kitchen, son. Second, I want to say this one sentence. I took the first dose of Moderna. Chris Fort. I took the first dose of Moderna. Is that like the version of the what?
Wish version? Oh, I think. Okay.
The Wish version of the vaccine.
Oh, I think that Wish is like a website where you can get like really cheap stuff that's like not that great quality. So maybe that's what he's referring to.
Oh, see,
We'll
that's
see. I
and
don't know. I've heard okay things about the Moderna one.
Justin said the second shot was tired for a day and then I was fine.
Okay.
Which one did you have again, Justin? You know, it's funny. It's like I was tired on my first shot of the Pfizer, but I'm
Yeah.
always tired. So I don't know if like I'm tired because I know I'm supposed to be tired.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
We'll never know. Tell Vivian I said hello, Eric Prince. Okay, so Eric is having a full-on conversation with me. I got so many people to talk to, Eric. So I remember when you asked me about podcasts so many years ago. Yes, yes. I have to have a house music section where we do like all house music. And yeah, Christina Greer, I love her too. Those of you that don't know about Christina Greer, she's been on MSNBC a lot. She's a professor at Fordham, and she's extremely bright, and she's a great guest to have on the podcast, Friends Like Us, for the month, for Women's Month especially. I think it's great to have her. She's just, she's got a book called, I don't know why I just started that. Because I think
it's Black Ethnics, is that right?
And the Quest for the American Dream.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Black Ethnics. Anyway, we will talk about it on Friends Like Us.
Yeah.
Because you want to listen to Christina. I mean, sometimes when we have her on, I have to be really careful about who I choose to go on that show.
Yeah.
Because she has so much information.
Yeah.
And good information. And I learn.
Yeah.
Each time she comes on, I learn something. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Venus says that Vegas is acting like it's all over. Like the virus is gone. And I see people acting like that.
Yeah, me too.
I seen the photos.
Yeah.
That's why when they tell me what they've been doing, I'm like, no, I see what you've been doing.
I know. I keep like a file in my mind of who all I've seen that have been acting like things are normal, and I will remember.
Like, I still don't take pictures with people without a mask on.
Oh, yeah. No, me neither.
And I was about to say no judgment to those that do, but no, there's a lot of judgment.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, the way I see it, and I'm sorry if I'm being a little preachy, I don't really care. If I am someone that people see and they view in the public, I'm representing in a sense. And so I care. I actually really care about how people act. And because I've lost people that are close to me. And I don't want to see that. I don't want to see any more. And so that's really all that is. It's about concern. Yeah. And I care less about your freedom. I care more about your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
So finger snap on that, bitches. Hey. Where's your snap, Evelyn? Come on. Come on.
Glad to get in on it.
Yeah. The U.S. FDA isn't approving bootleg vaccines. All right, D.
Yeah.
So no Kool-Aid in your shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, what a great question. Have you ever performed in a prison? Well, I don't know how. I have a long time ago, but it was like minimal. I was about to say minimal security. It was one of those. Yeah, I think it is called minimal security. It's like one of those like, they didn't really do a bad crime kind of jail. And I did like my performances of the Civil War reenactment where I play like the two characters. Because I accidentally went to a Civil War reenactment years ago. Mm-hmm. I didn't accidentally. Michael Dempsey may be on here watching this. I didn't accidentally go. Michael Dempsey knows this. Everyone's like, how did you go to a Civil War reenactment? I was like, it was my thesis and it was part of the study. And anyway.
Yeah.
That was my performance at the prison.
That's funny.
I know.
Did they like it?
They did. They got into the character Elizabeth Keckley, who's like
Oh,
really
sure.
she's gossipy.
Oh, that's fun.
So I guess if I was to update it, I would say she's like the original snitch, for a prison, if I was to do that at a prison. But for my stand up, I've never done a prison. No, I have not.
Mm.
No, Tony. Not yet. Americans are out of pocket with the COVID denialism. Yes, Dee, where are you? Are you in
Oh,
America? And you are so correct. The
yeah.
Mendo.
Yeah.
I just showed my age there. Look. Hey, Honest FM, who's another regular, right?
Wow. Yeah. He's here a lot.
Hey, Honest. So you guys see there's so many people on here now who are like on, our Facebook stream. So we try to get to all of you. If we missed your comments, I apologize. I just want to
Yeah.
remind you that we do this every Saturday for the Friends Like Us podcast. That's a podcast
Mm.
that I have. And if you didn't know, you can subscribe by going to the link that's in the bio and take a
Yeah.
listen. And you know what? Subscribe to it so you don't miss out on an episode. And also, we have merch available, and we
Yeah.
also like your comments. We like to see what you think about the podcast. I'm going to let
Yeah.
Evelyn actually take it right now while I look at some of your comments.
Yeah,
Why don't you read
absolutely.
some of our reviews? Because one of the best ways to support the Friends Like Us podcast, I
Yeah.
don't know why I'm using this voice. I'm like in a different character right now. I like
Yeah.
sometimes I'm me, and then sometimes I become like this other. I don't know who I am right now. But one of the ways to support the Friends Like Us podcast is by going to our page and giving a comment,
Yeah.
a like on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, giving
Yeah.
us a review and giving us stars. Like, say you like us.
Yeah, we want to hear from you, and reviewing us on Apple Podcasts will help other people find the podcast. And so we want to share it with everyone.
We want to share it with the world.
Yeah.
I mean, like this week's episode, I have to say I've been getting feedback from comedians. So before you read that, I've gotten feedback from like Mark Theobald called me, who's a comedian friend of mine. I know Zainab, I know she always listens to it. And Keith Robinson called me to tell me that people are talking about this episode because we're talking about the Patrice O'Neal documentary.
Yeah.
And we have Von DiCarlo on, who produced it special with All Things Comedy with Bill Burr, and with the director, I'm forgetting his name right now, and I apologize, but it is in that episode we talk a lot about the process of that documentary, what goes behind it, and some of the stories that you may not have heard about Patrice.
Yeah.
And we get a little emotional on this one.
Yeah, it's a very poignant episode, I'd say. And actually the first review that I have up really speaks to that. So this is a comment we got on one of our Instagram posts this week. So this person commented under, usually I'll post the Instagram and then a bunch of hashtags under it. And we got a comment from Nomad Yogi Dula, who said, "You forgot to mention hashtag tears. This was so good. Hashtag tell Black stories. Hashtag Black joy." And that comment I thought was really wonderful to hear that it really affected our audience in the same way that it affected the guests and Marina on the show, because I thought it was a really wonderful tribute to Patrice O'Neal, the episode. So I'm glad someone said that. And then a comment we got on our Twitter from our friend Sully said, "Friends Like Us is a fantastic podcast hosted by Marina Franklin. I have a long car trip tomorrow and I am 2 episodes behind. I will get caught up." So yeah, no, it's the podcast, like the topics are so different and varying that you can just listen from episode to episode. And I'm obviously biased, but it does not get boring. It's always really, really interesting and engaging. Um, and then the final review that I selected for today, it's from not earlier, but from a few months ago in 2020, 5 stars. Brown Tabitha 85 says, I like how real Marina is and brutally honest. Will continue to listen.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, which I think also I chose that one because this episode is extremely real. It's, so sad that Patrice O'Neill is not still with us. But the conversation on about the documentary was, I thought, so wonderful, and from like a production standpoint, it was really interesting for me to hear like what was going through Vaughn's mind in wanting to make the documentary and what she wanted it to be. So yeah, I thought it was just a really great episode.
Thank you. Thanks, Evelyn.
Yeah, of course.
There is one on Patreon. Can you pull that one up while you're at? I mean, it's new. It just came in, and I know I'm like, could you read one more? But that is so true. Sometimes I wonder if I'm too honest, but that episode required it, and it was hard, because once I start crying, I don't stop. And once I saw the tears from Dean, I was like, oh no, it's gonna happen. And it's really about you, and you got to check it out. It's a really great episode. And it's really them. It's the guests that I have on that are great that make it so great. So it's not, I don't want to be like it's all me, but it's kind of.
And if you haven't seen, if you haven't seen the documentary as well, you can watch it. I'm pretty sure you can watch it for free on ComedyCentral.com.
So I put a link up on our Twitter. I put a link today.
That's great.
Where you can go to it without logging in. I think you just click the link and you can watch it, I believe. So it's on my Twitter feed.
Sure.
Also, someone said they hated Apple iTunes podcasts. What was that? My glasses. I don't have my glasses on. Time for the reading glasses, everybody. This is why I've been slow on the uptake on these comments. I think that was Venus. I've got hate for iTunes. So we also have the podcast available on Spotify and iHeartRadio and Stitcher. Mm-hmm. And you can always go to the direct link on Libsyn. And all of those are available in the link tree that we tweet out usually and we put in our bio. So there's so many platforms to listen to the podcast, not just on Apple Podcasts, but to give us a review on Apple Podcasts. You can go there and leave us a review and then log out. Yeah, absolutely.
So I have the message that we got from a Patreon friend named Marina Salud, who left us this really lovely message. She said, thanks for all you do to amplify the voices, concerns, and issues of women of color. Your podcast has been an anchor in the past year when the logistics of connecting to other women of color has been made exponentially more difficult by the challenges brought on by the pandemic. The extra time and energy it takes to keep working, keep our families together, keep our children educated, keep our mental and physical bodies intact, and contribute to our communities in a meaningful way doesn't leave a lot of time to commune in social spaces, talk story, and support each other. Thanks for being that virtual social space for all of us who just need to hear like-minded voices, especially when we can't always make time for that.
Wow, that was like, whew.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. That one is like, that's one of those where you just don't know if you're doing anything that matters.
Yeah.
And when I read that, I was like, I'll keep going. I mean, because I'm going to be honest, I have moments where I'm like, should I keep the podcast going? It doesn't really matter. Does people really care? And then we put out so much free content, and a lot of times I'm like, is it because it's free? Does it have no value? Mm-hmm. And the only reason I put it out, with the guests that we have is because I felt an honest need to give the women or the persons that come on, because once a month, So it's a podcast that features women of color.
Mm-hmm.
And then once a month we have a guy or
Yeah.
a white,
Yeah.
like a period. And Evelyn takes no offense to that. She's,
No.
you know, but you know, it's really for us. And I always just wanted it just to be there. It's like my little community service, I guess you could say. You know, it's my give back. And I thought during this time, it'd just be nice to have people you could talk to. I think it's so important. I think having human touch was missing, but reaching to people in a very genuine way was also very, very important to me. So
yeah,
I appreciated that comment. It meant a lot. DJ Prince, of course, is giving us a play-by-play of his whole life, which is how he is. Thanks, Howard Lee, who bought merchandise. Thank you.
Exciting.
Yeah, he bought t-shirt or mug and t-shirt.
That's great. My girlfriend actually bought a Friends Like Us t-shirt. So when she moves in with me in April, we can match.
Oh, wow. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We do have, we've had Nina Karufi on the podcast, as well as we've had Iman Hassani. Iman El Husani has been on. She's in Canada. It's been a while since I've had her. I need to have her back on.
Yeah, she's great.
So we open it to all types of women of color. I mean, like, you know, it's just, you know, Black, Asian, American, look at me, Latino, what you want. We put them on there. You know, it's important to me that they all get heard. I think that's the most important thing during this time too, is one of the operative lines is people need to be heard.
Yeah.
Coming out of this pandemic, or coming out of sort of, I don't know, we're not in the clear, but this sort of coming out of it, people need to be heard. People want to say things, they want to be heard, and they want their voices to be heard. And we're seeing, like, with the, you know, the Cuomo thing, and you know, why it's so important for women to be heard and their voices to be heard. I mean, I just went to a community, you know, I don't want to call myself a Karen, but if you know me, you know that I have a little bit of it in me, maybe a lot of it in me. And I just went to the community board meeting, and that was one of the things that I noticed, is that people just really need to be heard. New York was completely destroyed during this time.
Yeah.
The relationships between restaurant owners and apartment people who live above. Oh, that's a real phone.
I know, my family still has a landline. I think.
What's happening? A real phone.
I know, it's crazy.
I mean, I'm not shocked that I heard it. I'm shocked that I heard a real phone.
I know. Yeah, I don't think my family will ever get rid of a landline. My parents are of the boomer generation, so they're used to having it.
Can I tell you, I have a landline, and I don't know how to work it. I have a phone, but I don't know where that went. My ability to plug in a landline.
Yeah. I don't think I know how to do that.
Oh yeah, you're that generation. You probably, when the phone rings, do you just look at it like, whoa?
Yeah, I mean, like, growing up, we always had a landline. So, like, more so, it's kind of interesting. I feel like I've lost my ability to know how to interact with a landline. Like, when I was younger, I definitely knew how to. But now, also, the majority of the time now, I'm just like, why can't you just text me?
Look what D said.
Oh, man.
Yeah, D, you know what's up. You know what time it is. You need help? Access your local Karen.
Yeah.
I had so much fun on that community.
Yeah.
They're characters, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever been to a community board meeting?
I haven't, but my my girlfriend is currently getting her master's in, like, urban planning. So a lot of that is, like, very community oriented. So for, like, a job she had once, she had to go to, like, every community board meeting. And it was in Austin, Texas. And it was just, she said it was always very entertaining to when all, especially during like the community comments section, when anyone from the community can talk. She said that was very interesting always.
Oh, yes. To see what's in the community. I
Yeah.
mean, I went in about this woman downstairs. I got her. I got her. I got her.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, like, this is my point, is I don't want anyone to lose their business.
Yeah.
I just want them to show some type of consideration
Oh yeah.
and respect to the community that exists around them.
Yeah.
And I have to say, it is a white-owned business in Harlem,
Yeah.
and I feel like they should really show consideration.
Oh, absolutely.
And when they don't, I get a little more angry about it because I'm like, you can't expect to survive in a Black neighborhood and not
Mhm.
show respect to the community around you. And the
Mhm.
people who frequent there may not know what you're doing, but I do.
Yeah.
And so I am, I won't say their name out of respect. I don't want to ruin anyone's business.
Yeah.
But, so we're going into full speed ahead with mediation.
Oh, good.
And we will get things cleared up because it's basically a bar that opened up underneath my window.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, to not expect that I mean, this is how bad it gets, Evelyn, is when I say my age to people, that's when you know I'm really angry.
Right. Yeah.
When I come out and I'm like, do you know how old I am? When I say how old I am, that's when I know it's reached a point.
It's real.
Yeah, that's when it's real. Because people think I'm really young. I'm not, and so I don't tolerate a lot of nonsense.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Everyone who's home, we live in New York City. I live in a dense population. We're all living on top of each other. We understand everything's been crazy.
Yeah.
There's things that are happening that you just have to be okay with.
Yeah.
But moving forward, I do not have to be okay with a bar that is going to be screaming whenever they want underneath my window for the rest of my life. I'm not having that shit. I am not.
Yeah.
So,
especially a white-owned business. I didn't know that they were white-owned, but now that you tell me that, it makes sense.
Oh, yeah. And I also feel like we're at home. This is our business.
Yeah.
This right here is my business.
Yeah.
And so my home is my business. We're all locked in. We're all working from home. So our home's our business.
Yeah. And when they cut your Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah, they cut my Wi-Fi. I was supposed to actually appear on a thing for Conan O'Brien that night that they cut it. So I lost money.
Yeah.
The other thing is, I may be embellishing a little bit. I don't know if they were going to pay me. But the other thing is, it's like, there's something happening in New York City that I've never given this man a compliment. I'm about to do it.
Wow.
De Blasio, hold on to your seat, Evelyn.
I know. I was about to say.
I'm about to give him a compliment. He created this mediation between the landlords and the tenants and the business owners and the tenants to resolve all of those issues.
That's great.
That have been happening in the past year due to the pandemic, because there's no court system right now. There's no court.
Yeah.
And I think that, going back to what I said about people need to be heard.
Yeah. Yeah.
It gives them a voice. All right. So I know people have been, no one's talking. Oh, I thought someone was talking, but no one is.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's slow. How is that? Is it rotary? Oh, that's so funny. Patrice never wrote anything down. Not that I know of. No, Patrice O'Neill I never saw Patrice write anything down, but I think he did. I think he was far more work ethic than a lot of people think.
Mm.
Sometimes it appears that they just kind of wing it. I don't think Patrice just one,
Yeah.
he worked at it.
Yeah.
But he was naturally funny.
Yeah. Something that I really liked about the documentary that Vaughn talks about in the episode is how she really wanted the documentary to be like Patrice narrating his own life. So you get a lot of clips from Patrice talking just like in interviews or like shows he did, which I thought was a really interesting way to do the documentary. And then like the talking heads, like the contributors, are kind of just like supplemental. So yeah, I mean, I think he talks about his process a little bit in the documentary, but yeah, no, it's great. Everyone should check it out. I think it's wonderful.
Thanks, Evelyn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then, wow, you guys have slowed up on your chat.
I know what's happening,
which is very fascinating. We'll see here. Dina is a comedian that I should have I know of Dina Hashem. I would love to have her. Thanks, Justin. So hopefully, maybe I could get her. I don't know her personally.
Yeah.
Most of the people that I book, I usually kind of know, or someone like, or they asked if they could come on. Like Liz Mealy, who's coming on. She's a good friend of mine. She's a cat lady.
Oh, wow.
Like me.
That's exciting.
Such a cat lady. And her mom, I mean, I don't have any cats right now because of my allergies, but her mom actually helped me with my cat, Billy, that passed.
Oh.
Yeah, but her mom was very helpful. Her mom is a vet. Veterinarian.
Wow.
Sorry for clearing my voice, but it's so much better than me coughing.
Yeah. Very true.
I mean, this is like the other part is that the cough that I have could be caused from the place behind the bar and all that because they're doing
construction. Yeah. I didn't think of that, but that makes sense.
Yeah, the dust is coming into our windows, and the girl down the hall has gotten sick she believes from it, and her boyfriend got sick from it. So,
wow. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
I know it's so different too in New York City. You know that the first vaccine rollout went to restaurant staff before people with pre-existing conditions. Yeah,
I saw that. I don't know how to feel about that.
I do. I thought that was not a good one.
Yeah.
I understand it, but there was a lot of manipulation and people were finding ways to get around it with that. And I felt like Governor Cuomo should know better.
Oh, absolutely.
He seemed to know how people get away with stuff. And I would think, not to say that restaurant staff doesn't deserve to be vaccinated, but I would say people with pre-existing conditions who were actually dying from this should go before.
Yeah, I agree.
A waiter. And in other states, they were like, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Your waiter was going before? And that was the thing that I'm noticing about New York is they put so much emphasis on the restaurants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it's most of the business. Yeah.
And like now with restaurants reopening, with like, I think it's like some indoor dining is going to be allowed soon. That seems way too soon for me.
Oh yeah. They're doing indoor dining. They're also doing, comedy clubs are going to be opening soon.
Wow.
You know, I feel better because I'm vaccinated. To answer someone's question earlier about, am I getting the vaccine? My second one is next week, my second shot. But I don't know. I mean, but I'm happy that they're, no one wants, when we talk about this, I feel like they always go, you want me to lose money? It's like, no, we don't want you to lose money. We just want things to be right.
Yeah.
The world, like I said, with the lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
With people being alive.
Yeah. And there are ways for a business. We talk a lot you talk a lot on the podcast about pivoting. There are ways that businesses can pivot to make money during the pandemic. So you don't have to be doing, things that are risky.
Look at the honest FM question.
That's an honest question.
What do you want to take it, Evelyn?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't particularly a fan of Cuomo to begin with. I mean, granted, I will say this by saying I'm technically not a New York resident yet. I will be after I move back in April. I'm going to be changing my residency to New York. But yeah, so I feel kind of like bad, a little bit bad saying negative things about him because I'm, not a voter of the state yet, but yeah, I'm not a fan of Cuomo. I think it says a lot that the New York congressional people like AOC, Jerry Nadler, and Senators Chuck Schumer and Kirsten Gillibrand have all said that he should resign. I mean, I think that's a pretty big thing. And I thought it was pretty ridiculous when he said that he wasn't going to resign because he didn't want to bow to cancel culture. I think that's a really reductive way to talk about the really awful things that he did with, the nursing home deaths and covering that up, and the things that he's accused of with, sexual harassment. So I personally think he should resign.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I was a fan of his.
Yeah.
And now I'm slowly letting it go.
Yeah.
I do worry about who's going to take his position over.
Yeah.
And I do think, though, I think he made a lot of mistakes. And where, the thing is, though, is okay, I'm going to say this. I don't like how everyone is getting on their high horse about how they would have done this and they would have done that.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
That is separate from my feelings about Cuomo, though. I just feel like there is a political thing that's happening, and Democrats do it quite often, and it's something that I don't like about them. Oh, look, that's a real phone. Do you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
That's not rotary. That's text. And I do feel something that Democrats do quite often is they act like and Cuomo is guilty of it.
Yeah.
They act like they're so surprised and like they've never done and holier than thou. And I don't like that whole thing, but this is something egregious that needs to be dealt with, and it needs to be a trial. I still believe in due process.
Oh, yeah.
And I still believe that even with the number of women that have come out, everything needs to be investigated, and that does need to be investigated. And I do believe that we're playing jury a lot of times with people, and politics is playing a part of this. But I feel like I feel very saddened by the families that lost their loved ones in those nursing homes.
Yeah.
And I feel like, he should know because he talked about it.
Yeah.
Nursing homes, you already feel a certain way when when you're dealing with a parent in a nursing home. You feel very helpless.
Yeah.
And the fact that those numbers were, I don't know, distorted, or he didn't tell the real numbers, he should have been honest about that. And he wasn't.
Yeah.
And, the lesson is no one is a celebrity, and no one is higher than the law.
Yeah.
No one is above it. And you can get into a position and think you're holier than thou. And that is when the trouble begins.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's when it begins. I no longer look at people who speak in their pompous attitudes and I don't trust them.
Yeah.
So you should not. So, it's like anyone who's like holier than thou, or I know how, it's like, no, dude.
Yeah.
I got my eye on you.
And I think it also speaks to a larger issue of over the last, the last decade or so, politicians have started to kind of get celebrity status almost with you see, particularly with people like AOC, and the squad, but then also over the course of, the pandemic, Cuomo was getting a lot of attention, because of how, he handled stuff in New York. And And I think it's important for people to remember that like elected officials aren't celebrities. Like
Hubris, yes.
yeah, we need to like, they're elected officials and they work for us. So, you know, we need to be critical.
Look at this. Yamanika calling me.
Oh,
Well, I'm
really?
on my live stream. Yamanika, they can hear you, so I just wanted to let you know. They can't see you, but they can hear you.
Let me tell you this. The man coughed in my face without covering his mouth. Okay?
What man?
You know who. I just saw your friend.
Oh!
And I said to him, everything had to stop. And I said, do you have COVID-19? And he said he does not. When I tell you, me and this man almost fought a brawl. If he wasn't the fact that this man is a older Chinese man, and I know he ain't letting the COVID grab him, I pray. But he was very nice. I like him.
Oh, okay. So the turnaround is a good turnaround.
No. We had a fantastic time.
Say hi to everyone, Yamanika.
Huh?
Say hi to everyone.
Oh, hi, everybody. Sorry, hello. Hello, everybody. I'm masked up, suited up, booted up. Who is this young white lady on the screen?
You always say that. That's Evelyn.
Oh, that's Evelyn?
Yes.
Why Evelyn look like that? Let me see.
Hello.
Give me Evelyn. I can't see her.
You can't see her?
No, Marina, you work for my mother with a phone. Whatever you, just flip the camera around. Don't you have a flip thing to flip to see so you can see what I'm seeing?
Oh, hold on.
Oh my God. Hi, Evelyn.
Hello.
Oh, I can't hear her. She looks so cute.
Why are you always Sorry.
Every time I see Evelyn, it's just the first glance of her is who's this white woman?
Yeah, that is something you always do to her.
I mean, you know, but I mean,
it's
like
understandable.
I've never seen before.
She said it's
I
understandable.
love her haircut.
She loves your haircut.
I can't hear myself. She looks super adorable. Well, I'm gonna let you get back to this. I wanted to have a conversation with you about what we talked about. But he was quite lovely. I'm going to be honest with you. I really like him. I had a great time with him.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, we'll talk later. Say bye. Everyone, this is Yamanika Saunders. If you don't know, check her out. Her live stream she does on YouTube is also hilarious. And she's got more stuff in the background. I think unicorns, baby, running around in the background when she does her YouTube. So much stuff going on. I love her.
You're so crazy.
So definitely follow Yamanika Saunders and check her out. And we got to have you back on Friends Like Us soon.
Please, I would love that. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks, Marina, for talking to me during this time. I love you, Marina.
I love you. Bye-bye. So Yamanika Saunders, she hasn't been on in a while. We got to have her back.
She hasn't, actually.
She's so funny.
She's a great guest.
I introduced her to my doctor friend, so that worked out. Hubris is a great comment. Thank you, Mark Farrell. and I am impressed by that term. It's just Yamanika called and took away my attention. But hubris is an excellent term for what he had.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah, he was trying to behave. Cuomo and his ilk behave with impunity. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony McGuire was here and is going to bed.
Good night.
So we should go soon, but I do want to ask you, Evelyn, what did you think about the Prince thing and not Prince, but Meghan Markle situation?
Yeah, so I haven't watched the full interview with Oprah. I only watched a few clips of it after the fact. But yeah, I mean, I thought that interview was, I appreciated hearing what she has been going through over the last few years. I think the way that the British papers have attacked her is really quite despicable. And hearing how she was treated by the royal family is also, I mean, it's not surprising to me in any way, but it is very sad. So I'm happy that she and Harry are kind of doing their own thing now. But I will be interested to see how this like affects the British monarchy going forward, because of this interview, I think there has been significant pushback on them. And actually, I saw I can't remember what country it was, but there was a country that's like in the British Commonwealth that recently said that they're going to be removing the Queen as their head of state.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, it's oh gosh, I can't remember. It might be it's either like Trinidad or maybe Barbados. I can't remember. But yeah, they said that. So I think it'll be interesting to see if more things like that continue to happen.
This is almost covering your face. Sorry.
That's okay.
But yeah, you can't have an institution which is premised on the superiority of bloodline and have it not be racist. Yes, I agree. And then also, didn't you love the way they were like, Prince, was it, with the brother, what's the brother's name?
Prince William.
Prince William responds. And he was like, yeah, I was looking for this big response. And he's like, yeah, we're definitely not racist. We're really not.
Which is something, that's very convincing.
But that was like the headline. And it was like, they were like, this is so not typical for him to respond. I was like, the response was whack.
Yeah, it was bad. Like in moments like that, you can't be defensive. You have to be open. And the Queen's response was slightly more measured than that. I mean, I didn't appreciate that much either, but at least she was like, you know, we will be looking into all of this, etc. William just said, we are not racist, which a lot of racists say that.
Yeah, and it's also like, let's not forget who they are and what they did in the colonialism view.
Oh, absolutely.
And I mean, like,
so much of the Queen's wealth is based on money that she has gained by stealing from predominantly Black and brown countries.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
No, me
I'm
neither.
a fan of the show, though, The Crown.
Yeah, that's a great show.
It is a very, even though they say it's a fiction, there's a lot of history in it that I've watched the History Channel and I haven't seen any fiction.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a lot of accuracy in The Crown.
Yeah.
And about what they've done, and that's why I actually like it. Does not paint a rosy picture of the royal family.
Yeah, that's extremely important.
I mean, I don't know why we idolize people anyway. I mean, did you see the guy like bending down to a gold statue of this ex-president?
No, I didn't see that.
They had a gold, 45.
Oh, I did see that at the CPAC. I didn't see that someone bowed to it. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's like so. Sadly enough, too, I'll say this and then we'll get out. I've talked to a lot of guys who attack Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
That are American.
Yeah.
And they're Black. And they seem to want to attack her. Yeah. As being like a woman who knew what she wanted and got in there and got what she had, and he's, pussy whipped and all that. And my whole thing with that is, where does that come from when a guy, that's where he gleams from that whole experience? Yeah. It's like, that needs to be studied, why a guy would go there with that whole conversation. She talked about committing suicide, wanting to kill herself. And we're talking about the lack of protection for a Black woman. Yeah. And her child. Yeah. Why you would go in the direction of being like, she knew what she wanted. She went in there. She was just kind of, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know what? Let's look at that. Why you think that. And they say you could see it in her eye. And you know what I saw her in her eye? She don't want you, motherfucker. Yeah. That's what you have a prop?
Yeah. I mean, that was the whole thing with Piers Morgan, too. Like, the only reason he talked about her so much was because once he tried to go on a date with her and she didn't want to date him.
I'm
Like,
so glad I'm not beautiful. No, I'm joking.
That's just like crazy to me that like a woman saying no to a man has like then and particularly a black woman saying no to a white man has particularly like that has stayed with him for so long that he was willing to quit his job on British television to validate his response to her.
Oh, Venus says the photo of the Trump statue is fake. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Got to research that one.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let's see. Piers Morgan. Yeah, he's just lonely guy.
Yeah.
The whole thing was. Let's see. I think what did exactly do that was so bad. What did they? Wait. What? What was blown out of proportion? The Brits? I don't know.
Meghan Markle's story? I don't know.
I don't know who he's referring to. Okay. Here's the thing, though. The reality is, and I could sum this up in one sentence, and then we gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm tired of being in everyone's business.
Yeah.
Like, do you right now? We have so many other things that are important, and I do believe that her story, while being very important about the fact that a woman asking for help and not receiving it needs to be told.
Yeah.
I do feel like I'm tired of being in everyone's business during the pandemic when there are so many things that need to be dealt with that take priority over the dramatization of someone's real pain, right?
Yeah.
So like, I need to get black people vaccinated. That's one.
Yeah.
That's what I care about. I need them to stop saying that we don't want the vaccine. I know several black people want the vaccine and can't get the vaccine.
Yeah.
So I need white people to use their privilege and to help us get the vaccine to people so that we can live and hug our families.
Yeah.
I want us to open safely, responsibly. I want people to act like what happens elsewhere can happen here too. And that's it. And I don't need to be all up in your business.
Yeah.
I need you to handle that, Cuomo.
Yeah.
I need you to handle that justice system. I need you to handle whatever happened, handle it.
Yeah.
I need the royal family. I need y'all to like realize you're not important anymore. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And that's distractions. There's still distractions.
Yeah.
So what the bigger problem is there's people who are hungry. There's kids that are suffering. There are kids that are struggling at homes that are being abused that need to get out of it. That's so overwhelmingly the most important thing. And we need people vaccinated. End of story.
Yeah.
I feel like I made a very good point.
You did.
I feel proud of myself. And
this is like a mic drop moment.
Yeah, no, it was good, Evelyn. Mic drop.
Yeah.
But someone's still going to give us one thumbs down. There's someone that watches us and gives us a thumbs down, like one thumbs down on every video. And I wish there was a way I could find out who that person is. And if you who are watching this knows how I can find out who that person is, because I'm sure they're either a comic that is a hater. And it always happens because I used to do it. Or B, some little teenage white boy in his, just upset to hear women talking.
Yeah.
So anyway, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I am of the people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Comic of the people.
Oh, by the way, will you hear that sound about ageless black women and ageless? That's me. Some people are not tagging me on it, and that's the original audio is like going to other people, and it's like, no, that's me.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So we got to go. You guys were awesome. It could be a bot. That's what's saying. Someone said it could be a bot. Why are all the bots racist? Why? Why are they sexist and racist? Yeah. Anyway, I do have to go. Evelyn has to go. We have to enjoy our good day. Yeah. I'm Evelyn. tell them where they can find us and tell them about the show, and then I'll follow up, and then we'll say goodbye.
Yeah, so at on the ticker below, you'll find Marina's link tree, which has links to basically all of the Friends Like Us social media, as well as Friends Like Us on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Spotify, all the places that you can find and listen to the podcast. So please do. This most recent episode was fantastic, and you can listen to all our previous episodes. Also at the link tree, you can buy tickets to Marina's next virtual show on March 18th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tickets are only $5, and it's a fantastic show. There'll also be sets. I'll do a little bit. We'll have Suba Agarwal and Eric Bronstein. So you can get tickets below, merch, kind of anything you want. And also remember to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, because we'd love to hear from you.
Thank you, Evelyn. You did it so well. And I really don't have much else to say except for, we appreciate you here. We probably will start doing the YouTube a little earlier on Saturday so you can enjoy your day. We'll figure things out, but we'll keep it going. We were listening to you here about how it's important to keep things virtually going, so we're going to try to keep those things going. Yeah. Thank you so much. Don't forget to listen to the most recent episode and subscribe. And like Evelyn said, leave us comments, tell us, and hit us up for merch. We offer free merch. And you know what we're going to do today? Mm-hmm. If you email me, how about this? At Marina Live Comedy. Now, I don't know if you want this at gmail.com, right? We'll send you a face mask with the logo on it for free. Yeah. Just to thank you for being here today. You have to do it though in the next hour. Okay? So don't be like one of those people who watch this like 2 days later. It's like, no. Yes. But we'll see you soon. Don't forget, wear your mask, wash your hands, and don't forget that Black Lives Matter. Okay? We love you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. We love you.